Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today we're back in with another Matcherino video. We are playing once again with Guesti and his friend Sweetlean. We have Out in the Open. This is the grand finals here. So yeah, starting things off with Out in the Open. On this map, I think I've said it many times that Brock is probably the best first pick here, and I think Kit as well is a pretty good ban. And then you can choose between either like Angelo or Gene. In my opinion, I think those are pretty good options to have banned out. But yeah, if you want like the best bans, these three are probably it here. Very simple, nothing to really think about, especially because Brock is like the only wall break you can probably use on this map. That's like also pretty good. Like obviously there's like Primo wall break, Griff wall break, but it's like the only good wall break brawler that's also viable at the same time. So yeah, they banned Lou, Doug, not Lou and Doug. They banned Lou, Buster, and RT. I'm not quite sure why. We thought they wanted to go like Kaze or something, but if you see here, we'll just skip a little bit. They go Gus 1, so they clearly had like a comp in mind. We instantly thought Bonnie because Bonnie has good HP, and obviously if you get the hypercharge, which is not too hard to get in knockout, it's like so strong to have. So yeah, we just wanted Bonnie and then something else that either has good HP or is like a really good support brawler, I think. So then we end up going Jay. Yeah, okay, yeah, Jay's pretty good just because we have that speed boost, which is very helpful for Bonnie at the start because, you know, if they go something that can spawn trap, then obviously Bonnie's going to be struggling quite a little bit just to get up the map here. So yeah, I think Bonnie was pretty good with Jay. And then they just whip out Janet, and then as soon as they go Janet, we know they're going to go Doug here, and they're going to play the cheese strat because it's actually like a pretty good thing to go, like Doug and Janet. And we end up going Lumi here because we think Lumi is very good just because you can spawn trap them, and also the gadget of Lumi, the freeze one, you can basically catch them off guard at certain points, and that's going to allow you to maybe get a free pick. That's kind of what you need against this type of comp. You just need to find opportunities to get a free pick here, so you'll see many times that I'm going to be looking for a chance to get a free kill onto them. But yeah, let's see how it ends up playing out. I'm going to be on the J here. I could play all three, but you know, I just play whatever is needed to be played here. But yeah, so I'm on the J. And also this start, the way I play it is very important to note down because look, if I just shoot down all the time and all the way up, it's going to give my teammates a constant speed boost, and it gets them so much quicker. So yeah, that's something to note down as well. Like, that's one way to get your teammates up. I don't know where Doug was. Doug was literally on the right edge of the zone here. And Janet has that gadget. I have no idea. Yeah, he should have gone jump. I'm not quite sure why he went that gadget. Maybe you can tank like a Bonnie shot or something, but it really does nothing other than like stop heal from healing, which I think we have Jay, so I don't know why you go that. But yeah, hey, as you see right now, Sweetlean's getting some really good shots here. I'm going to pop my gadget. I get 3 shots onto him, burning his shield, and we get a kill into the Doug here. That is possibly the best thing that could have happened, just because Doug, obviously if you hit him, or like if you hit his team, he's going to be just healing them and charging his hypercharge passively. So that's why we kind of wanted to take out the Doug first. And we also just try not to feed Janet. I kind of feed him a couple shots here. I think he's like 1 away from super, so that's something we had to like keep in mind here. So yeah, he's gonna jump up just to get extra positioning. I don't think that was like a really good play because we're just so much quicker than them anyways. I don't know if that was worth it, but yeah, as you see right now, Guesti has a super. I'm going to try and kill the Janet. I nearly go down here. I didn't realize. But yeah, as you see right now, Janet has his fly. There goes the Doug super as well. So the next, you know, Lumi super we get or something like that, it's going to be a free kill for us. Or if, you know, Bonnie wants to press hypercharge, which he does now. We're going to pop hypercharge here. Janet's going to go, and he just gets completely destroyed. I actually don't know how he just ended up dying so quickly, but we get free kill into him. Now it's a 2v2. He's going to go in. Sweetlean's going to just jump away. Guesti with a hypercharge, and it's going to be a free kill there. There we go. Wrapping that up pretty quickly for the most part. Very nice. Into the next game here, so we did pretty good at just picking them out one by one. That's literally what you have to do. Just pick onto them, get a free kill, and they can't do their strat. So yeah, as long as we break down one of them, we're gonna be good here. So yeah, we do the same thing. Also, these guys on the other side of the bracket, we played someone that beat Supermassive in the quarterfinals. But yeah, if you're wondering why there's like no good teams or anything like that, it's because everyone is scrimming like, you know, 4 or 5 times today for the monthly qualifiers. So no one's really playing the Matcherino other than Supermassive, who just got eliminated by like a random team pretty early on. So yeah, that's why I don't recognize the opponents. I mean, I think we played against these guys, or not these guys, but like the Fade guy in one of the other finals as well here. So yeah, but these guys are pretty good as well. Like They're like, we're pretty sure they've gone pro rank a couple times. They always play matcherinos and stuff. So yeah, they're pretty good. But yeah, we did really nice at the moment here. Free kill, just picking them out one by one. We have Lumi Super and we have Bonnie Super as well. So just with the Lumi Super, it's just such a free kill because they get locked in place and you just kind of just all focus that one person, get the kill. Like here right now, Gus is looking pretty weak. He's going to respawn, but we're going to just literally delete him. Look at that. He just got absolutely destroyed. And then Guesti gets his hypercharge. Sweetling's going to just jump, get that final kill. Janet's going to fly in the air. Don't know why, you know, just you're gonna lose. Like, you just might as well just stop playing. And but there we go. That's gonna be a clean set number 1 here. Not too bad, pretty good stuff. But yeah, let's move on to the next set. Here we are on to set number 2 here. It's going to be Kaboom Canyon. I'm trying to remember if we played this last time in the match arena. I think we kind of did, but yeah, here we are, Kaboom Canyon. On this map, you just want to ban aggros here. I think Miko is a must ban because Miko, like I said in my one of my ranked games, it's just 2 jumps and you get to their side of the map. I think it's quite ridiculous to play against her. So yeah, I think Miko is a must ban. We have Kaze as well, and then Lily. Kaze, obviously, you can go first pick if you ban for it, but I think we'd just rather have something controlled because it's more consistent and less base race, which is what we're trying to go for in our drafts here. So yeah, Kaze, Lily, Miko, pretty good stuff. They banned Bonnie, Crow, and we wanted Chuck actually with these bans, but yeah, we said if Chuck's banned, we just probably go Amber, and because they banned Bonnie and Crow, those are like literally the most perfect Amber bans you can get here. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty good Amber matchup for us. Some brawlers to eye out as well. It's like Charlie's open, Angelo's open. They should probably go Angelo. I think if I was them, I would go like Angelo, and maybe you can force a Carl. I think forcing Carl wouldn't be too bad, just because I think Carl is the only remaining aggro you can actually pick at the moment. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like any other aggros you can go. Like maybe you can go like Ali, but I really don't think Ali's good anymore. So yeah, I don't think there's many options here. You could maybe go Draco and force it, but again, it's a bit risky. It's not ideal to pick. So yeah, I think we just had Carl open as the aggro. They go Angelo as expected. I think Angelo is pretty good against Amber. Also depends on quite a lot onto the player. You know, if he hits a couple shots here, it's gonna be very good for them. And then they go Belle, which is interesting. So we're immediately thinking Charlie because this is a free Charlie matchup, obviously against the Spiders. If they have Pierce, that's gonna be a rough time. But you know, if the Angelo doesn't have enough time for the gadget, then Charlie gets so much value against Belle and Angelo, and it's just a free push every time. And then we instant lock the Carl just because Carl is gonna help us get that space at the start, which is what we need, because right now they're setting up for a very like trap slash long range comp, which obviously we do not have a good matchup with Amber. So we kind of had to go some sort of aggro to prevent that. We could have gone Ali. You know, Ali could have worked against a Belle, I think, because it's just quite easy to kill and it's easy to get control. But I think Carl is more consistent, and the flying hook is just really good to cover some distance as well and just get some easy space. So they have last pick and they end up going Brock. See, the Brock idea is pretty good because I think Brock has a good matchup against Charlie and Amber if you just max range our whole comp here. So it's very important for Carl to make space, make sure to stay alive, and just, you know, keep going in. I think that was like a really good deal breaker to have here. So yeah, I'm gonna be on the Carl. I think I'm pretty good at Carl here. So yeah, I'm gonna go speed gear just to have that extra bit of movement, which is gonna help us quite a lot in the bush here. I think we all go speed gear. Yeah, we all pretty much go speed gear, even though we're against a Brock here. He's gonna break up the map. Speed gear still helps you with those tiny bit of interactions at the start and like mid game, which is gonna help us hopefully win the game and like get a little bit of control going here. So I'm gonna go gadget far left because I do not want to be on the Angelo side. Angelo spawned right here, so I want to be away from him because he's gonna get a good start against me. Guesti goes in, he gets a nice bit of pressure. I get a nice little shot onto the Angelo. Angelo's gonna be weak. I try and cover Guesti as much as possible, but he just gets taken out. But yeah, like this is already a good start. Like managed to get a bit of control here. Charlie is trying to pinch out the Brock here. I think he's gonna go down right now. Yep, he does. I got my gadget here. I get a nice shot onto him. I'm gonna gadget right. And that's because it's just so important for me to stay alive. Me staying alive is just way more valuable here. I just see I'm juking quite a lot here. I should just shoot the safe maybe, but I get my Carl Super, which is nice. As you see right now, Charlie's stalling a lot of time. Hey, Guesti just keep on respawning here. We just got to make sure we don't get team wiped. If we get team wiped, I think this will be a very difficult task. So the constant key is to just keep pushing as much as possible. But yeah, I have my Super right now. I'm looking for an opportunity to go. I think Brock is the easiest time to go here. He's going to just go into me. He's going to jump into me. I get a nice little double kill right there. That is going to release so much pressure and it allows us to get the first shield down. Brock's going to pop his hypercharge. I don't know why he popped his hypercharge, because his normal super would just get me out anyway. So I have really no understanding of why he popped his hypercharge. But yeah, they're starting to get a little bit of control. Bell's set up here, but he's gonna be pretty weak. I'm able to juke him pretty nicely. I'm one away from everything, so I think here I'm waiting for a good opportunity to go. But I think Bell gets a tap onto me. No, okay, I'm gonna go this way. But yeah, I'm gonna pop my hypercharge. Hypercharge was a bit of a waste, but I get a nice shot into Bell. Not quite sure how the Bell didn't die though. I thought both my pickaxe will hit him. But yeah, Sweet Lean's going up. Angelo's gonna go down here. We get some really nice control at the moment here, doing pretty good. Getting some really nice damage. And I got my flying hook again. That's gonna be a free kill. If I hit that pickaxe, I could have made such a nice play. Brock would have been down 100%. But yeah, I just missed it, unfortunately. But yeah, Angelo uses hypercharge. He can't really get much value. Guesti gets a kill by his burn. And we get a nice pinch onto him. I'm gonna pop my super. I should have not popped my super here. Well, I would have got Bell, but I hit the slow trap, which I didn't realize is there. If not, I would have got the free Bell kill. But we have such a good lead now. We just have to hold. Guesti pops his hypercharge super there, just burning them, keeping them back. I juked that shot, and after that shot is missed, that's pretty much game over right there. So yeah, I mean, in terms of percentage, the game looks pretty one-sided, but yeah, we had to kind of sweat for it, because if we make one mistake, they get so much space, and it's going to be like a very difficult game for us to play. So yeah, we just had to be very, very careful, and we pulled through, which is nice. But yeah, let's see how this next game ends up going here. This game I play a little bit different. I'm going to wait right at the start, just because I do not want this Angelo to like get a free hit onto me. I think Angelo getting a free hit onto me is gonna be like very bad for me. So I see Angelo shoots, and I'm gonna go up now, get some free positioning, and yeah, I'm gonna try and get some shots onto the Brock. But Angelo's in front of me, so I'm gonna just end up shooting him as well. But I actually hit the Brock anyways, and we're bouncing quite a lot. I'm gonna stay alive as much as possible, juking my way here, like doing pretty good at juking all of them. But yeah, eventually I'm gonna go down. Guesti, just again going up. That's the key, guys. Just keep going up, pushing up, because if you just keep pushing and creating space, they're not going to have their ideal spawn trap, which is what they want, or else we're going to be in a pretty tough situation here. I wanted to go in, but I get tapped up a bit too much, so I need to go chill a little bit. I got my super in one, so I'm going to still look to go here. I'm going to pop my super, and I get no value. I mean, I get them pretty weak for Guesti, but Guesti goes down as well. He doesn't get his burn off or anything, so this is not looking good. Once again, we're just pushing. Like, we just keep on pushing here. We're being very relentless, because if they can't set up, then it's pretty good for us. Guesti gets a beautiful burn onto him, a free kill. I'm getting slowed from the trap. I'm juking all my shots here, and I'm just trying to push my way up right now. There we go, juking one by one, all trying to shoot me. I get a nice hit onto the Brock here, and I'm just going to try and get some damage at the moment here. There we go, getting some more damage. Going to try and get a shot onto the Brock, but can't do that. And I get them pretty weak. I get a nice little trade onto the Angelo. They're very important. Guesti gets the first shield down, and now I have everything in one shot, so this is very important here. It's going to allow me to get, hopefully, a good amount of kills and stuff like that, good amount of damage. Bell, though, hit some really good shots onto me. And Angelo pops hypercharge super. He's going to hit me. I'm going to be pretty weak. I'm going to try and get the Bell here. And I do get the Bell kill, which is nice. Guess he's going to go down. He gets a little bit more damage, though, before he dies, which is important. And so this is fine. Like, we're getting spawn trap a little bit, but I got my hypercharge super. I'm gonna pop it. I'm gonna get both kills, I think. I get one, and I nearly get the Brock as well. He's so lucky. Literally one more second and they both go down. But yeah, that hypercharge super off the respawn is gonna be very important for us. Guess he gets another kill. We're just gonna be holding here. We have Ember hypercharge, which he managed to get the burn off. That's gonna get the shield down probably. And we get a nice kill into Brock as well, and there we go. That's gonna get us the win here. So yeah, just because our playstyle and just how we will keep on being relentless, it allowed us to get so much pressure all the time. Even if we had like a couple deaths here, we just kept going up, because you know they have sharpshooters, and as long as you try and close the distance against them and not let them set up, it's gonna be very good and very easy to play against it. So there we go, we're up now into set number 3. Here we are into set number 3 here, Ring of Fire. This is, again, everyone knows, my favorite map here. I love to draft on this map, and feel like it's a lot about skill as well, and like especially that mid 1v1 is very important. So yeah, we're gonna be banning Kaze here. Also have some ideas of like banning Lou, banning like Charlie. Gray is a must ban, because you do not want to give a team like Gray Hank or Gray Draco or anything along those lines. It's kind of cheese. Like Gray Doug as well, you just don't want to play against it. So we got the Lou ban. They banned Crow, Amber, and Lumi. So we had a couple ideas. They wanted Finks, which obviously because Crow and Amber are banned, Finks gets a pretty good matchup, but Did we end up going Finks here? I think I wanted Bonnie, and just because Bonnie has a good hypercharge, it has good HP, and low-key just Bonnie has good damage overall as a long-range brawler. So yeah, I wanted Bonnie here, and we end up going Bonnie. We also wanted Finks as well, but yeah, I think Finks can wait later on in the draft. I think Bonnie is like a priority. You don't want to give them like Bonnie, Jay or anything. I think that's why we went Bonnie, because if we went like Finks 1, they go like Bonnie and Jay, or like Bonnie, Charlie, and that's going to be like so hard to play against. Like Charlie was one of the main things we're worried about, but I think we had a couple ideas against it here. So yeah, but now here I think they can go like Charlie and maybe Draco. I think Charlie Draco would have been really good for them because it has HP, it has spiders, which is very hard for Bonnie to deal with sometimes. They go Meg. Meg into Bonnie is not great. Like, it has HP to survive, but I don't think it's a good matchup, so I don't really know why they went the Meg. What did they go with the Meg here? I'm trying to remember. Did they go? I mean, they should have gone Charlie. I don't know how Charlie did not get picked, but yeah, they should have just gone Charlie here. What did they end up taking? I'm trying to remember here. I literally just played this and I don't remember. They could also go Mr. P. Mr. P can be a really good pick. They go Byron. So it's a bit weird. I'm not quite sure if they want a certain thing, but yeah, picking Byron against Bonnie is not the worst. So I was a bit hesitant on the Finks because I think Byron at the start gets too much value if you just like gadgets Bonnie and the Finks, and you can actually just pretty much keep them hard stuck and poke them out, which is what I was worried about. So we kind of had like a clash of ideas, I think, and we kind of panicked on some picks. We end up going Finks, I think, and Draco. I think those were the two picks we end up going with here. Yeah, so we end up going Finks and Draco. I don't think we meant to go this. They go Frank, though. I'm not quite sure why they go Frank. I feel like they have a good last pick if they go, like, I don't know, a Griff. Because if the Griff opens up for the Meg, I think it'll be pretty good for them. They could have gone just anything, like pretty much anything decent, and it would have been very good for them. They could have low-key even gone, like, Doug, and I don't think we have enough damage for it other than, like, a stun with Bonnie's hypercharge. But, yeah, let's see how this ends up playing out. But once again, once they picked Frank, we knew we were kind of winning because, yeah, the Frank pick is pretty free for like a Bonnie and things to feed off. So yeah, I'm going to be on the Bonnie here. Pretty good. I like playing Bonnie quite a lot. I get a nice little start here, I think. Yeah, there we go. Getting a couple of taps in early on. I'm a super. I'm going to just jump up straight away here. And I get a nice kill. I survive as well, which is pretty good here. Just keeping that aggressive pressure is good. And then I get a nice shot onto the Frank as well here. So there we go. I'm already 2 shots away from my super. And then 1 shot away from hyper. Actually, no, man, I get everything in 1 shot. So, yeah, this is literally probably the best start I can get with Bonnie. Guesti's just going up and making pressure. He's going to go down, though. I get a nice little trade onto him again. Finks doing pretty good. I just keep in pressure. And, yeah, this game is looking very dominant here. I have my hyper super right now. I'm waiting for a good opportunity to go. Meg has hyper super as well here, but he can't do it because we have Finks super. He's going to use it now into Guesti only. And I'm going to pop my hyper super right now. I get a kill onto him. I'm going to get taken out as well, but Guesti pops his hyper. And that's going to be a team wipe here. And this game is looking very, very dominant here. Just because I think the Frank pick just doesn't make sense. I'm not quite sure why you go Frank against this. I don't really see any point. I know Frank is like, you know, a decent counter to Draco, but it just feeds the whole comp. And I just don't get the concept of it. So yeah, we basically 100-0 the first game here, which is really good for us. So now we're heading into match point into the next game. We're trying to do the same thing. I think this time I have a pretty rough start. I'm missing quite a lot of shots here. Like, he's shooting pretty well. Guesti gets taken out here. And again, I don't have many hits. I should be just shooting the Meg because he is just like walking in a straight line. But here, I nearly get my super. I could have jumped on Byron, but I think he would have just splashed me. Because I lose my poison effect as soon as I change form. So that's something I was looking to do. But yeah, they get a better start this time around here. Not ideal. I'm going to try and feed off the Frank. And Frank's going to use his super onto me. So I don't think that's bad because I think Guesti gets some more value now because Frank doesn't have super. He can just roam around, tank a couple Frank shots now. Don't need to worry about super. He gets another super here. Kind of just breaks up the map. And when we're feeding quite a lot off him, Guesti pops his hypercharge. See, I have my hypercharge as well, and I don't really want to use it at the moment because Guesti just used his. I think it's good to space out your hypercharge sometimes when you're in like a decent position here. So yeah, I got my hypercharge right now. I'm going to go in onto the Byron. That's going to free kill. And then my joystick gets stuck for a moment, but yeah, I managed to get that kill as well. And now Guesti can go in. Go aggro. I get time. He's going to pop his Meg, which is going to just feed Guesti his hypercharge. So yeah, I don't know if that was the play, just popping his Meg, but he actually stays alive. Never mind. Maybe that works out there. I was going to jump Okay, I want to see what happened here, Loki. I was going to jump onto the Meg, but somehow the Frank gadget just gets unaffected. That is an insane jump, honestly. I got so much value there. I got my super back as well. I got my hypercharge. Obviously, my super doesn't carry on, but I literally just farmed it basically just off my shots. And yeah, so I got my hypercharge as well. Game looking very close. Guesti goes up though. I get one. We get two. Guesti pops his hypercharge, and there we go. He gets a nice little team wipe, I think. So yeah, that bunny jump by me though was kind of insane because I got so much value there. I basically got 2 kills, but we're jumping here now. We get 1, we get 2, and that wraps up the game, and we win the series. So yeah, very convincing win here. Pretty good stuff, and yeah, that's good. That was like an $800, $900 Matcherino, which is kind of insane. But yeah, anyways, that's wrapping up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.